Hey guys, this is Jacob Folger, artist sculptor. I am going to make a dragon mirror today. That's the plan. You can see my setup. How about that? I actually use self-hardening clay wrapped in plastic to keep it soft to hold my camera. Isn't that funny? Anyways, we're going to make this dragon. So what I did was I'm rolling a shape of clay like this for the dragon to fit on the mirror. So how I do that, it's really hard because there's not a lot of space here, but you can roll it like this between the palms of your hands, or you can roll it like this, or you can roll it on the table like this until you get the shape. And what you want is a shape like this. So you got kind of a thicker part for the body, and then this will be the neck, and this will be the tail. Now, this clay is called Sculpey 3. This is probably considered an antique. But I used to do a lot of polymer clay sculpting here on the channel. And I used to buy this by the pound. I don't think you can get it by the pound anymore. I have several pounds of it in boxes because I use it all the time. So I bought several pounds at a time. It was $8 a pound. I don't think you can. I don't think you can get it now like that. But there's other polymer clay out there. So you should be able to do this. So, anyways, we're gonna put it on the mirror. Let me raise this up. That's better. Okay. And I'm just gonna press it against the mirror. My camera may act up because of the mirror, It may have trouble focusing because of that. Seems like it's doing that, maybe. I'm not sure what to do about that. That's a little weird. I'm not sure why it's it seems to have it's focusing now. And I'm just gonna I'm not sure, I'm just kind of positioning it on the mirror. The dragon will stick to the mirror, and then you can just bake it, I think, let's see, we're going to bring up maybe the head to like this, maybe? That might be fun. And then have the tail maybe come around like that, and maybe like that. I don't know. Let's see. It's kind of like they're similar, it's the way it's shaped that. But yeah, it's kind of fun like that, huh? And then on the back, what you can do, but you don't have to do it now, but at some point, you can put a little hole in here that you can hang it on a nail. And I just show you. I'm going to do that later, but I just want to show you it's not that hard. You take a small tool and just press it in there. And then you just put a nail on the wall and you hang it on it. So it's not, very hard. I have made other dragon mirrors before that were much bigger. I got these little mirrors from a mirror store. I ordered them online, I think. It's been a while. I had planned on doing this a while back. bring up the light a little bit. That's a little bit better. So let's see, right? And bring up the light. Okay. Yeah, so now what we're going to do is do the face, or the head of the dragon. So I'm kind of forming, shaping it, making the nose come down by squeezing it, and kind of giving it the shape of a dragon's head. Then I'm going to take a small ball tool, and maybe a little bit smaller than that. Let's see what I've got here. I got this one here. So I'm going to put in an eye socket right there, like that. And then I'm going to take a really small piece of clay, roll the little ball. I make my eyes about the same way all the time, you know. That ball is too big, so I'm going to make it smaller. Maybe that one will work. And put it in there. Yep, that works. And then I'm going to take a tool like this. And put in a little pupil for the eye. Then I'm going to take a noodle of clay like this. Like that. That's kind of sharp on both ends. And just put it over his eye. Like that. And that's kind of an eyelid. I can blend it in a little bit like that. Then I can take a small ball tool and put in a nostril. And if I like push up like that, I've kind of got, a nose flare. There's a little bit of a nose flare there, It's not huge, but, you can see it is, right? You can take, like, a little piece of clay kind of shaped like this here. Squeeze it down a little bit, which will kind of make it flare out a little bit. And you can put it on here for an ear. And you can take, I do recommend definitely using your fingers as much as possible. Try not to use tools. And also, because you want to get your hands used to sculpting, but also tools are hard and they make marks. So you really want to use your fingers because they're soft, nice and soft. Nice little tools, your fingers. But, sometimes tools come in handy. See, I'm like kind of hollowing out that ear by doing that. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Got ear on there. And then, another fun thing that I like to do, I do this on a lot of my dragons. I'm going to roll it off screen because it's easier for me to do that because there's just not any room on the screen. But I roll a shape like this, a little bit more like this. I fold it in half like that, like that. And then I can twist it like that. And I've got a horn. Now, that's way too big for her. But what I can do then is just, snip off some of it. And then that's about the right size. So, I mean, you can do really fine details with clay. I mean, it's not hard. I think the thing is, people they're a little bit afraid that they won't be able to do it. But, you definitely be able to do this. You just follow along and you would make a great dragon. So that got him started. Now, since he's got that horn, wouldn't it be nice to make a spade that's similar? I've never done that before, and see why not. So I'm just going to do a smaller one. Twist it like that. Put it on his tail. That's kind of fun, huh? Curve it like that. And it will bake. I think the one thing is I would maybe try to get thicker mirrors, This mirror is not very thick, as you can see. And there is always, obviously, a chance that the mirror is going to crack when it's in the oven. But the way I bake my pieces is I don't follow the baking instructions that Sculpt gives because it's too long and the pieces might crack. So I don't actually recommend that for a piece like this, you bake it for a half hour and that's it. But keep in mind, I've been sculpting for many, many years. I have a lot of experience, and people that do that and have that kind of experience are going to be more knowledgeable about the products they use, obviously. Just because Sculpt makes it doesn't mean they know everything about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on that. Now I'm creating a little bit of a noodle with a sharp edge on it. And I'm going to put it on his tail like right here. And that is a little scale. And then I'm going to blend it into the tail like that. I'm going to take a little ball of clay, roll it into a little cone shape like that. And that will be another scale. And then blend that in. See where I'm going with that? I'm going to speed it up a little bit so you can watch this. Okay, you can see where I'm at now. I put the scales going. I kind of got them curving inward, kind of stylized. And I just gotta have this one more scale, I think. Put up here behind his ear. Or her ear. I think he looks a little bit like a boy, maybe. Like a boy. I'm just using the tool to kind of blend it in there. That's kind of fun, huh? How about a wing? I really like sculpting pieces where it's like a relief like this. This is like a relief. It's just one side. And I really do enjoy that for some reason. Now, I'm rolling a cone off screen. I'm rolling it between the palms of my hands. This is going to be the wing. Let's see. Just give me a minute. I'll try to make it uniform. So it's kind of like this. I want it to be long like that, okay? Now, I'm going to take my thumb like this and squeeze along that edge. Which is going to create that kind of ridge. And you can run your thumb along that. You can squeeze it, run your thumb along it. And you can kind of make it nice. I'm just going along the whole thing, kind of creating that ridge along the wing like that. And I can just take my fingers and smooth it. You can also use alcohol like this. You can cut it with a little bit of water, which will make it less strong. And you can brush it. But I don't do it too much. Really, I try to use my fingers as much as possible. You also can smooth with just plain water, really. I've done a lot of that. But see, when you're smoothing, when you're sculpting with this type of clay, it's easy to leave marks. And, for me, I like the marks because I think they add character to it. And let's see, we're going to put it. I'm going to put it right there. So sometimes I use wire. Today I'm not. I don't know if I can use wire today. But I am going to take a sharp tool and score it really well. Like that. And then where it's going to go, I'm going to score it really well. And that way the pieces will interlock like that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. I'm just going to bring it up. I'm not sure how I'm going to position it. I'm just kind of trying to figure that out as I go. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I want it more curving. Kind of curving. I think it looks pretty good. And then I've got it going up. Now going down onto the mirror. Nice curving, and it's kind of falling along with the rest of it, with the tails curving and all that. I'm going to kind of push it and form it into the mirror. And then also where it's connecting with the tail. I want it to be a nice, tight bond. And I want everything to be nice and curving and flowing like that. Kind of like that. And then, I could just keep going, but I think I'm going to end it there. What I might do is just put kind of a sharper edge on this wing. That wing is a little bit soft there. But I think it'll be alright. So the next thing to do is to finish. Okay, here we are. So, that's, a pretty cool sculpt, actually, I think. So what I like to use for my finishes is a product called Pearlite Pigments. And, I just like it. And I also like purple dragons. I don't care for green dragons that much. So, now this finish can go right over the clay. And then when you bake it, it will bake into it. It will last for a very long time. I have sculptures that are many years old and no problem. But I would never put it outside. Don't do it. It'll ruin it. Absolutely ruin it. I promise you. Yep. Dip right into it. I dab a little bit on the table. And I paint it on. It is so pretty. Just so pretty, I think. This is Reflex Violet. Pearlite Pigments. I'm avoiding the eyes and the scales and the horn. And the reason why is because I plan on doing that in bronze, and when you see it, it will freak you out. It freaks me out. I'll tell you what, it is so amazing. Now, in the video description down below the video, I actually have many dragon sculpting tutorials on my channel. Several. So, there'll be a playlist for that in there. And, yeah, so. Okay, now, what I'm going to do, got my purple dragon. I can do the top too and the back, but I think what I'm going to do now is get my bronze. And the way I like to do the bronze, really, if I can, is put just a little bit in a lid like that, as you can see. Dip my finger into it like that. Kind of swirl it a little bit with my thumb. Like that. And then just kind of highlight the scales and certain things. And the tip of the wing. I just, every time I dip into it, I scroll a little bit with my thumb. It kind of relaxes it. And when it goes on, it is just so amazing. I will be doing a tutorial on how to do an Etsy shop. Okay, it'll be something, how to do listings and stuff like that. Yes, I do have an Etsy shop. Yes, I do sell my art. Oh, yeah. Please feel free to visit it. I have a 5-star rating. Mostly it's 2-dimensional art, but I might be doing some sculpture later. I had sculpture in my shop before. I just got kind of tired of shipping it all the time. So now I usually have it drop ship, prints drop ship, but I do make beautiful art, man, if you want to check it out. And I have a 5-star rating there. I do try to put it on my finger because I think it looks better, but, sometimes the brush is nice. And then, just taking a little bit of bronze and just going over the sculpture gently in the purple part. It's really pretty how it shimmers on the purple, as you can see. Okay, I know this is beautiful. I know you're freaking out. It's not hard to do this. Don't worry about it. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it, but you can totally do this. Now it's time to bake it, and I'm going to show you what to do, okay? Okay, just a few things real quick before we do the baking. First of all, I taped the mirror with duct tape to the box, and the box is full of rocks for ballast, and it's a lot better, to have that. You don't want to hold the dragon, because, you really got to try to avoid that. The clay is very soft, and it'll mess it up. So you got to kind of have it on something. And then again, for the back, you just need to put a hole in for a small finishing nail. When I put it in, I just hold it a little bit gently with my finger. My finger is there holding the clay, and then I twist and turn and push, and I make the hole. The other thing I do when I make the hole is I'm going up like that. So when the nail goes in the wall, it's going down at a slight angle. And if a truck goes by and shakes your house, it won't fall off the wall. Now at this point, I'll take the mirror off the box carefully. Remove the tape. And I'll lay it on a ceramic plate like that. Just like that. And I'll bake it for half an hour in a household oven at 275 degrees. That's it. A half hour. That's it. Okay? Here it is, guys. It's all baked. It turned out pretty good. Look at that. Where are you going to find something like that, man? You guys totally have to open an Etsy shop. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to do a video. You have to wait, though. I'm backed up. I'm very inspired right now. And I'm making a lot of art. And it takes a lot of time to do tutorials that are, it's kind of more involved, doing a tutorial like that. But let me hold this still so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? I think it's great. I mean, I'm so happy with it, really. That's my signature. It didn't really take all that long to do, everything's backwards with the video camera, and actually I'm looking into the lens. But it looks like my eyes are looking out that way. I wonder if I look over here. I don't know. It's confusing. But anyways, I hope you like this. Do me a favor. Don't be afraid to make it. Definitely make this and send me a photo. I want to see it. I absolutely want to see it. Please send me a photo. There'll be contact information for me down below the video. And it baked fine. It's hard as a rock. It was only 30 minutes. The mirror did not crack, as you can see. I cleaned it with a small piece of, balled up piece of cloth with some cleaner on it. Where is it? Okay, and a ball tool. And I just kind of moved it around inside there to clean it. It worked out just fine. Got it nice and clean, as you can see. So there it is, guys. And I think it turned out pretty nice. So do me a favor. Give the video a like. Share it with your friends. Leave me a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. Because I'm always curious about that. And some of you from down the world. And look at all that money in there. This is my studio. It's kind of a mess. What can I say? Anyways, so that's about it. Leave me a comment. And tell me what you thought of the video. And subscribe for over 600 tutorials like this. And feel free to binge watch. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And have an awesome day. Take care. Bye-bye.